You hear that term cloud computing thrown around all the time, right? But what does it actually mean? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break it all down. What the cloud is, how it really works, and why it's become so incredibly important in our day-to-day lives. Here's a fun fact for you. I'm willing to bet you've used the cloud in the last 5 minutes, maybe even in the last 5 seconds. But do you know exactly how? Don't worry, by the end of this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So, first things first, what exactly is the cloud? It sounds all mysterious and floaty, but I promise you it's actually something very real and honestly pretty cool. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's break this down. The simple way to think about it is this. Cloud computing is like renting stuff. Computer power, storage, even software over the internet. Instead of buying and owning your own giant expensive computer servers, you just rent what you need when you need it. Now, for the more technical definition, the one you might see on an exam, is a model that enables convenient, on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources. Same idea, just fancier words. That definition is still a little bit abstract, I get it. So let's bring it down to earth with some real-life examples. This is where you'll have that aha moment and see how the cloud is literally all around you. Let's start with your email. Think about it. When you open up Gmail on your phone, it feels like those emails are right there, doesn't it? But they're not. I mean, you can log in on your laptop, your friend's computer, anywhere, and see the exact same inbox. So where is all that stuff actually being stored? And it's the same thing with your files. If you use something like Google Drive, all your photos and documents aren't really just sitting on your laptop's hard drive. You can pull them up from anywhere with an internet connection. So again, where are they? You guessed it, they all live in the cloud. Your Gmail, your Google Drive files, even the movies you stream on Netflix. None of that data actually lives on your personal device. It's all stored on these massive, super powerful computers in data centers all over the world. And you just access it through the internet. That, right there, is the cloud. Now, to really understand why this is such a huge deal, a real game changer, we need to look back at how things used to be done. Let's put the old way and the new way side by side. This really shows you the massive shift. You see, in traditional computing, the old way, everything had to be on your machine. The software, the hardware, all of it. With cloud computing, you access all those same things remotely over the internet. You're basically renting a slice of someone else's giant, powerful supercomputer. So why did pretty much everyone, from tiny startups to huge corporations, make this switch? What are the big advantages that made the cloud take over? Let's get into the why. Well, it really boils down to 4 main advantages, what we'll call the 4 big wins. First off, it's way cheaper. You don't have to buy your own expensive servers. Second, you can get to your stuff from anywhere, total freedom. Third is scalability. This one's huge. Imagine your website suddenly goes viral. The cloud lets you instantly add more power to handle all the traffic. And finally, you don't have to worry about maintenance. The cloud company handles all the boring updates and fixes for you. Okay, let's get just a little more technical for a moment. These are the core features that really define what a cloud service is. Understanding these is the key to, actually understanding how the whole thing works under the hood. Think of these as the 5 pillars that hold up the entire cloud. 1, it's an on-demand service. You use what you need whenever you need it. 2, you access it over the internet. 3, it's scalable, meaning it can grow or shrink right along with your needs. 4, it's cost-effective. You often just pay for what you use. And 5, it's designed to be secure and reliable. These 5 things are what make the cloud, well, the cloud. Phew, okay, we've covered a lot of ground. So let's wrap this up with the most important stuff, the key takeaways you really need to remember. Think of this as your cheat sheet. So here's the pro tip. If you need to explain this for a short answer, just give the basic definition and toss in some examples like Gmail or Netflix. If you need a longer answer, you'll want to explain that formal definition, break down those 5 key features we just talked about, and then give your examples. Easy, right? So I'll leave you with this one final thought to chew on. The cloud runs basically everything. Our emails, our banking, our entertainment, our work. So what would actually happen if one day it just stopped? Something to think about, isn't it? Thanks for joining me.